was a point when I realized my body knew things long before I was willing to say them out loud, not in a dramatic way, in a quiet, persistent way. Hey, friends, I'm Sandy Bartlett, and this is Journey to Self Power Beyond People Pleasing. This podcast is for women who are done managing themselves in order to stay connected. Today's episode is part 4 of a 5-part series called Loving Without Shrinking, with partner episodes on my YouTube channel. And this conversation is for you if you've ever told yourself it's not a big deal, while your body clearly disagreed. But first, our intuitive moment, and the card that came through for this week is Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. Your body knows things before your mind can name them. And sometimes the most important messages come through as sensation, not thought. This week is about listening to what your body has been trying to tell you. For a long time, I thought body symptoms were separate from my choices. Stress was stress. Tension was tension. Fatigue was just life. Nothing felt connected. But when I started slowing down, something became obvious. My body reacted most strongly after I chose silence. Not after arguments, not after big emotional moments, but after the small ones. The moments where I almost spoke and decided not to. I remember sitting at dinner one night. It was a normal evening, ordinary conversation. My husband and I were talking about work, the week ahead, nothing heavy. And I'd had this moment earlier that day. Something had just landed in me, something spiritual, something I knew was true. And I started to share it. The words were right there, forming in my throat. But then I felt the gap. He doesn't speak that language. He honors my path, but he doesn't share it. And in that moment, I could feel how much explaining it would take, the translating, the backtracking to make it make sense, the emotional energy it would cost just to be understood. So I stopped mid-sentence, changed direction, said something easier instead, something that didn't require translation. And within seconds, I'm talking literally seconds, my throat felt tight. Like the words that I didn't say got stuck there. Not metaphorically, literally. I could feel them sitting in my throat, heavy, stuck, unspoken. And that wasn't the first time. And it certainly wasn't the last. Because this is what I eventually had to see. My body was reacting to silence the same way it would react to danger. Not because my husband was unsafe, but because suppression registers as threat. When you hold something true inside and refuse to let it out, your nervous system doesn't know the difference. It doesn't know the difference between I'm choosing not to speak and I'm not allowed to speak. It just knows something important is being contained. And containment creates pressure. For your inner reflection, as you're listening, just notice this. Is there a place in your body that feels tight or heavy after you've held something in? Your throat, your chest, your jaw, your stomach? Just notice. Your body isn't punishing you, it's translating. It's trying to tell you something you won't let yourself say out loud. Every time you swallow a thought, every time you tighten instead of speak, every time you override yourself to keep the peace, the body records it, not to betray you, but to be honest when you won't let yourself be. For our whispers of wisdom, there's a quote from Bessel van der Kolk, I think I say that right, that stopped me the first time I read it. The body keeps the score. He was talking about trauma, but the same principle applies to suppression because your body doesn't differentiate between big silence and small silence. It just knows when truth isn't being expressed, and it keeps track. Take a breath right now. Not a deep one, just a natural one. And notice what your body does when you imagine speaking freely without needing to explain or soften. Does your chest open? Does your throat relax? Does something shift? Just notice it. If you learned early on that staying calm kept you safe, that harmony mattered more than truth, that being easy meant being loved, of course your body learned to hold things for you. It adapted. That doesn't make it weak. It makes it wise. Your body was trying to keep you connected. The problem is it's still doing that job even when connection no longer requires silence. And most women think silence has no cost because nothing happens. There's no argument, no fallout, no drama. But your body notices every single time. And over time, that tightness becomes normal. That fatigue becomes baseline. That tension becomes background noise until one day you realize you can't remember the last time your body felt open. This is the kind of awareness we explore inside my community, Journey to Self, The Awakening. Not to force expression, not to push honesty, but to help you listen to your body without overriding it. The link is in the show notes for you to check it out. For your empowerment action this week, don't try to say more. Just notice your body after you choose silence. Where does the tightness live? How long does it stay? That's where the information lives. Your body has been carrying messages for you with incredible patience. The question isn't whether you should listen. It's whether you're ready to hear what it's been saying all along. Until next time, be true to you.